G'day, my name is Johan, and I would like to take some time to assist pastors, missionaries, evangelists, and any other person who desires to spread the gospel of our Lord Jesus Christ. I am an audiovisual engineer, and I have been in this industry for pretty much almost 20 years. But I'm going to take a few sessions discussing the technical life in the church. I want to assist churches to make better decisions when they invest in their technical department. Knowledge only receives its true value as soon as you learn to pass it on. I want to use this time to pass it on to you, that you can make sure you don't make these mistakes. But before I start with that, I would like to share a little bit more about where I come from and why I really feel that this is important for me to share all this knowledge with you. In the year 2000, I got saved and I just wanted to serve God. I asked God, where can I serve? And there was a position open for the overhead projections in the church. So I volunteered. I started off with the overhead projection, and before I knew it, I was involved with the sound. I got involved with sound, joined the church full-time. And after a few months, the senior pastor decided he wants to invest in a lighting rig. He bought a Hog 500 desk, a very small lighting console with 6 moving heads and 6 multi-park hands. So it was a very small lighting rig, but we started. I had no idea how this equipment worked. So I had to go to YouTube, manuals, wherever I could find any form of resource to get more knowledge, I did. The lighting rig grew and it became bigger and bigger and bigger. We also started investing more in the video department, where I also got involved to a massive, extensive degree. And before I knew it, I was running the technical department and the whole venue. So whatever happened technically in the venues, that was my responsibility. But where I discovered that there's a big need for something like this, what I'm currently doing, is when we had an annual conference and a pastor came to me and he asked me, what mic should I buy? Because I want better sound. And my first question to him was, what PA do you have? And as he mentioned the PA, I was horrified. It was one of the cheapest brands what you can think of. And I told him, honestly, with my personal opinion, if you want good sound, unfortunately, you're not going to get it, because you need to change your whole sound system. So this is something what I want us to focus on, not making these mistakes. And in Exodus 35 verse 10, it says that Moses instructed everybody who is skilled to come and accomplish the commandment what God has given them. But I also wanted to tell you this little story. I had a friend. He was studying project management, and he said, for one thing in project management, what they've learned is when you do a project, your planning phase is the most important. If you discover any problems in the planning phase, it is almost no extra additional costs. But the further you go into the project, the more expensive it's going to be to rectify those problems. And this is what we want to stop. We do not want to rectify problems. We want to do it right from the beginning. So I am going to compile a few sessions where I want to discuss with you just what we need to know in the technical life of the church. So the first session which I would love to do is health and safety in a church, something what is so overlooked. Health and safety is so important in our country because it's keeping you safe. The venue, what venue should you choose? What do you need to look for? What is going to be your challenges if you choose a venue and you don't know anything about the venue? We do know there's different options of venues. There are tents, structures, rentals, buildings. So we will look at all of those things. The sound, what PA do you have to buy? What microphones do you have to buy? All of those things we will discuss in one session just about sound. Your lighting rig, why do we need to do lighting? Lighting is very, very close to my heart because God took me through a journey where He showed me a lot of things about Lucifer. Lucifer was the angel of music, and I would like in that session to discuss why we need to put emphasis on lighting, but we'll get to that in that session. And then the visual department, AV. This is what I do every single day of my life. I started off with sound. I went into the lighting department, did lighting for about 7 years, and then onwards I am an audiovisual engineer, which is my passion. And after that session of AV, I would like to take some time about staff and volunteers. Staff and volunteers are very, very important, and we need to know we have to invest in them. But I also want to say, I'm not here to sell any product or promote any products. I will refer to products, what we use in South Africa, and what is good brands. I will not knock any other brands. I would definitely tell you I prefer this brand or not, but that will be up to you to choose what product you want to use. So for the rest of the time, I would just really, really want to thank you for taking the time and invest. And I want to invest in your life, that you will make better decisions in the technical life in the church.